Hello there, everybody. Welcome to another week of putting together a layout. I'm super excited this week because I am actually playing with the Gingerbread Fun Collection. I'm so excited. So this is so cute and I'm looking forward to showing that off to you. So sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath. I just ran up the stairs. Did some cardio this morning. All right, so we are going to be playing with that today, and I'm doing a layout from 2019. It's a little older. I'm trying to incorporate more older layouts because I feel like I'm always doing the newer ones and those ones get forgotten about. So I just want to make sure I incorporate those as well using new stuff, because my point is I want to show you guys that you can create old layouts with new stuff, so you don't have to use the same collection for what's being shown. So this one is actually from an older collection called Cheers, and it's kind of a New Year's Eve celebration type collection. Really fun, really elegant. So I'm just gonna plug and play the Gingerbread Fun. So pretty excited to show that off to you guys. With my Gingerbread Fun, I got the Buy It All bundle, of course, because I love it. And then you got a cardstock pack. So it doesn't have two of each, but it has enough that you can complete the projects in the project playbook. And I'm not going to do this because this is a separate purchase and all that. These are free layouts from the blog, so I want to be fair, and just give everybody the opportunity to sell or buy these, so without giving it away for free, right? So this is really cool. I love the project playbooks. They come with every Buy It All major collection pretty much. And if there's any left over, they sell them once the Buy It All is done after 2 weeks. So I definitely like to get these. So they sold cardstock with that bundle, along with the paper pack and the mats and these adorable embellishments and these adorable stickers. So I'll be using elements of each of these, not from the project playbook obviously, but these are a lot of fun. I love Buy It Alls. I'm also using the Gingerbread Fun Punch, the border punch, so that'll be getting used for this. I'm going to incorporate a little bit of icing with my jelly roll pen, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm also going to be playing with the Poinsettia Edge BMC. This one's actually on sale right now. It's half off, so I was like, well, we could work this in. Plus I love this one. It's one of my favorites, and you can use it any time of year, just because it's called a poinsettia one, but it doesn't have to be. I see spring flowers. I see a cute little edge for anything really. So we're gonna work that in as well, because as you can see in the instructions here, we have kind of a layer of borders going on here. Now my gingerbread punch goes the other way of this one, so I'm gonna make it work. It's gonna be fun. I'm always one that makes it work, let's just be honest. I'm very resilient. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. For the sake of time, I am working on, we had a cookie party last Christmas with some family and friends. It was an all-girls hangout in Theodore, because he's my little nephew and he was a few months old there. So cute. And so I thought this is perfect for this, because it's a cookie party. So we're gonna use those, and then I have a couple mats picked out I'm gonna use for these other pieces, and I only have 2 photos, so I'm actually gonna work in a mat for one of these photos as well, just to replace it, because I don't want to try to figure out another photo for this layout. So those 2 will work. All right, so step 1, they used a black pattern paper as a base of their layout. I'm using this adorable powdered sugar outline layout, or piece of paper. Super cute. I'm in love with it for my base. And then step 2 says cut a piece from the Cheers pattern paper to measure 12 by 3 and adhere it along the bottom. So this is this white, you can't really see it probably on the video, very vaguely on there it says Cheers all over it. It's really cute actually. So I'm actually going to use this one that has a clove and cinnamon and ginger, nice spice and everything nice, ginger spice and everything nice. I think I'm going to use this because I think that will be great on there. I'm going to grab my trimmer. Sure, I do have a straight blade in here. I just random extra straight blade. I think this is one I replaced because it was old and I just wanted to make sure I'm actually ready to pitch it. So I haven't changed my straight blade ever, and I did recently. So but it's lasts forever, depending on what you use it on. All right, so we need 12 by 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and line this up at the 3, and there we go. I'm gonna set this up here for now because I know I'll need it again. Which cool is I'm gonna use both sides of this paper today. I need a little red worked in, but I wanted to use these little letters and words as well. You know, whatever they're called. So stick that on there. Just right along the bottom. I know there's another piece here, but we're gonna layer that on top eventually. And it might be a sticker, it might be a piece of paper. I haven't decided yet. I just like get my basics figured out for these videos and then I roll with it. And we just create as we go. That's what makes it fun. Make sure I'm still in frame. Perfect. Sometimes my phone will shift and things will fall out of frame. So I'm just making sure nothing moved. Especially when I start punching, that gets interesting. All right, we're already in step 3. Cut 3 photos, or sorry, photo mats. Stay over there. From white cardstock. I think I was also going to use white actually. And what's cool is in this cardstock sampler pack I got, there's a piece of bright white in here because it goes well with this collection. So this is like full of colors that go well with this collection. So it doesn't have 2 of each, which is what I usually do for my customers when I do buy it all, or I'm sorry, coordinating cardstock packs. There it is. I saw the beige and I thought that was it. It was not. But this one has like 1 piece of the cornflower, a couple pieces of caramel, actually 3 pieces of caramel, and a couple of rich, or fudge brown, or hot fudge I think it's called, and then a piece of beige and the bright white. And that, the purpose of those random numbers of cardstocks is because that's how many you need to put together the stuff in this book. So they wanted to make sure you were set, which is very nice of them. So it came in my buy it all bundle, which I love. I always need brown, so that works out great. All right, so I'm going to use this one. Obviously, I can go back and do the playbook later with another pack of paper. Okay, what am I doing? I'm doing mats. That's what I'm doing. Got distracted there, as I do a lot. All right, so my photos, I say this every time, they're a different size than 4x6. So I think actually, here I am going off book again. I'm gonna trim my photos first to their, you know, highest capacity, and then we will mat according to the photo size. So if you're working with 4x6, you probably are. I am not. My newer ones are 4x6, just to take this complication out. But I still have some lingering 2024 pictures I need to get through. So we're actually cutting our photos to 5 3/4. These are not that long. To 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut them down to the 3 3/4. Let's see. We're going to go this way. Such a fun, festive time. I loved this party. We're going to do it again this year. And it was so fun. I just had such a good time. So of course we got to do it again this year. It was just fun to get together the ladies. We did like cookie exchange and white elephant gift exchange. Such a fun time. All right. So I need to make this paper, or the cardstock mats, essentially a 1/4 inch bigger than the photos. So I'm actually going to do this Ashley method that I like to call it. And I'm going to adhere my photos right on here. Just to like a length I think is good. Or like a, you know, leave a mat around it that I think looks good. And then I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go this way. Because it'll be easier to cut. And what I essentially do is just cut the photos out. So I don't have to do any measuring. Just for these weird sizes, I struggle with that anyway. So I like to just figure it out this way. I'm a visual person. I like these guides because then I can see exactly where I'm cutting. Don't know if you can see them very well, but these guides are in your trimmer. If you have a Creative Memories one, and you can pull them out and they're on both sides. So one up there, one down there. Awesome. So love that about this trimmer. One of the many perks with this awesome trimmer. So I pull those out to make sure I'm not going to cut through any photos or anything. Make sure it looks pretty good. I do know it's going to be 4 wide, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it 4 there. And then, oops, might want to cut a little more. Oh, let's see. Actually, I think that's okay. So there they are. Easy as that. Yeah, it's alright. I thought about maybe trimming a little more off, maybe make it look a little more normal, but it looks fine to me. Alright, so then I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with these, because as I said, I only have 2 photos. So I think I'm gonna kind of do something like this and then put another mat up there. And again, I'm just, you know, I'm not even looking at the instructions, I'm just kind of rolling with it. A lot of times I just need to look at measurements and then I look at the layout, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing. So I don't know if I'm supposed to adhere these or not yet, but I was thinking of doing something like this at the top. It's a little bigger, so I might cut it down, we'll see. Or I could just layer this on top of it, and I got to do one other guy there, but it's kind of my thought, just so you guys know where I'm going. Okay, so number 3, that's overlapping the photos slightly as shown. Okay, it's interesting because I'm surprised I didn't do my borders first, just because I don't know how far up those are gonna go. So I might not put these down quite yet. I might just complete the rest of what I'm doing here and then go back and put them down. So it'll just make me more comfortable. If you want to put yours down, go for it. All right, so using the Dazzle border punch, that's what this one was called. It almost looks like a poinsettia edge, but it's more of a star looking border punch. Punch an edge from speckle pattern paper. So that's this grayish one right there. And trim it to measure 1.5 inch wide. So these borders are all going to be like 1.5 wide, and then this bottom darker one we're actually going to trim a piece off of. Is that how you did it? That's interesting. I thought they trimmed a piece off and used it up here, but they might just punch another one. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm a rebel and maybe it won't look great, but we'll see. I am actually gonna punch a gingerbread. Let's see, I need a piece of my caramel paper, I think. Caramel cardstock. And I'm gonna go ahead and punch out one of these. Actually, I'm gonna move my layout. I'm so bad at like working on top of my work. I'm gonna move that over. There we go. And if my camera falls down, I'm sorry. I'll try to edit it out. Sometimes it rocks my whole table, so I apologize for that too. I used to have a tripod that would sit opposite, like, or sit like out, not on top of my table, but it broke because I went cheap and got a cheap one. So now I gotta get a more expensive one that can hold my things a little better. All right, so I love this. This is one of the first times I've used this punch, and it is adorable. And I've seen people doing such cute things with it. Oh my goodness, y'all, it's adorable. So it's so funny because I'm not usually into like gingerbread stuff, but I saw this and I was like, I need it. But look at this, you could like punch white out with this and then use it for the little frosting. So like this is like a little piece that comes out. I always like to look at the punch poop and see what came out. It's so funny sounding, I'm sorry. Punch confetti, we'll go with that. And see the shapes that it makes, just because I might be able to use them otherwise. So there's like little bow ties in here, little hearts. Super cute. So make sure to always check, you know. Uh-oh, looks like I didn't punch correctly there. That's okay. We're gonna get our micro tip scissors and clean this up a smidge. I love micro tip scissors. They're great for getting these little pieces. Sorry if I'm going off camera. Hopefully I'm still on there. I'm trying not to cut my finger when I do. There we go. Because I would. But yeah, get yourself some micro tip scissors. They're great for things like this. All right, now I'm going to get a little creative here because I just had an idea. I am going to actually get, I think, my wave punch, because that looks kind of like frosting. I'm going to use that to cut at my 1.5. Super fun. Okay, so 1.5. Ooh, that's right on that one. Interesting. Okay. I might fudge a little bit and go over 1.5. Well, it's actually right on the chimney there, so that's probably okay. Look at how cute. I love it. Okay. So fun. Set my trimmer aside. And there we go. And I'm gonna layer this guy. Obviously it's not the same as this. I'm gonna layer it here somewhere. I'm also gonna get my poinsettia punch here. I'm trying to decide. I'll probably use this red for my poinsettia actually. Yeah, taking a risk. We're gonna do it. So funny, we're using all the tools today. Got my straight blade there, don't want to forget that. And I'm going to show you guys in a minute how I'm going to make frosting on there. But for now, I need my border maker. Okay, there we go. If you've never used a border maker, it's awesome. It's my favorite tool because as the name suggests, it punch borders. Kind of like a border punch, a little lighter obviously, and you can just change out the cartridges. It punches like a more narrow border than the border punch, but I love to mix and match like I'm doing today. So there we go, our poinsettia edge. And again, this one's on sale right now. If you're watching, you know, shortly after filming this, it's on sale for half off. And I do have to always disclaim, you know, all the products are currently available at the time of filming, but if you're watching this, you know, a year or two down the road, might not be. You may still see things floating around, but it's not always promised. So there's our poinsettia edge. So fun. Okay, so this one's also gonna be about 1.5 inches according to the instructions. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Obviously, I'm a little, oops, my wave was still in there. That's okay. A little more unprecedented with this one because my gingerbreads go the other way. Love this feature too. You store your blades under here. How cool is that? Okay, and then we're gonna see how we want to put this together. It's gonna be a little different than what they're suggesting, but I really want to make it work, so it'll be okay. I was thinking maybe I could layer this way instead of the other way. And this is just my example of making things work for your page. I think that's cute, actually. I could have done this in white. That would have been really cute too. Maybe I will. I'm gonna punch another one in white, see which one I like better. We're all about experimenting in this video. It's all right, my border maker is very close because I use it so much. Okay, and again, you just open it. This is your paper guide. It shows you how far out you need to put your paper. Put this guy down. We're gonna do another one because I'm curious how it's gonna look on there. I think that's gonna be super cute. So we're gonna try this too. Now secretly I'm hoping that CM will come out with a red and green ink for Christmas. I don't know if they will. That's very new. Because I would love to go along the edges of this red with ink. And I know you can get ink other places, but ink is a new concept for me. CM is starting to introduce it more. And so I'm secretly hoping they come out with that color. And I could send in project suggestions. I just know they're gonna do more with it. So I'm just sitting back and waiting to be surprised and delighted. Because honestly, I want every color, so. Okay, and then my trim ribbon. Oops, my arm came out. Another feature, look at that. The arm will come out if you need a bigger size. It's wonderful. It's definitely my most favorite trimmer I've ever owned. And I've had a few, so. In all my days of scrapbooking. Oops. That there, this here, okay. All right, let's see how this one looks. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna look really pretty. Hold on, I'm going off frame, I think. Sorry about that. I want to be zoomed in enough so you guys can see, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, I need to pull it closer to me so I can work. All right, so this isn't going to be exactly like this, obviously. I'm just playing with it and seeing what could work the best here. Yeah, I think we need to go this way. I think that'll work just fine, actually. Okay. You can go ahead and stick that down. Kind of like that. Perfect. And ahead and put my little gingerbreads kind of near the poinsettias. I'm gonna need my silicone mat for this one. I got like little brown pieces all over this. I need to pull off. They got all over it. Sorry, my husband's driving his car through here. I'm like, what is he doing? I think he's moving a tree or something. I don't know. He was moving stuff today because, you know, he's winterizing the yard. Oh, by the way, I am using the repositional tape runner. It's great for pieces like this. I have a lot of details. And my silicone mat, which came back very briefly, and then went away very quickly. So it was part of the Halloween promotion. That's why when they do those kind of promotions, you want to hop on the site, just check it out, because a lot of people thought, oh, it's just Halloween stuff. It was not. So, but hopefully they'll bring it back. That popularity of the silicone mats is a big deal. So, all right, stuck that down. Look how cute. I love it. So for my frosting, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a little bit of decorating. Show you guys like kind of how this white jelly pen, so fun, can be frosting. Put little buttons on some of them, little hearts. So you can just decorate your gingerbread houses. I think it's so fun. I'm not gonna do them all right now because I know you guys are sitting there watching me do this. Put little door handles on them. Color in the snow or the frosting. It's not snow. It's frosting snow. So fun. And I've seen people like punch out different colors and then change out the house look, and the people have different colors. So I think that's super cute. So that's what's cool about this white pen, is it sticks out so nicely against, you know, darker paper like this. I just wanted to go for that effect a little bit. So super fun. All right, so let's go back to our photos here. I'm gonna hang on to this because I'm probably gonna use it. Layering is interesting at times. So I think I would like to use this in lieu of that. Punch an edge from the black on paper, trim and measure. Yes, okay, so they're also, when they did these punches, they trimmed a piece to also go up here as an embellishment, and that's what I'm probably gonna use this red for, because I want little pops of red in here as well. So that's what I'm doing with that. Now I'm kind of layering my mats. This one's a half mat, so you can cut it in half, obviously, and use half of it for like a title and half of it for a journal box. I'm not sure if I use the journal box or not. We will see. Not sure what he was doing. But I might layer that like so. Now obviously I'm gonna need something here to help it stick off the page a little bit. Actually, I don't know if I want anything there. I'm second guessing this now. I might just matte this on white. Actually, I was gonna put this scallop here too. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm just gonna leave it all alone. I don't think I'm gonna add this other little piece, but essentially what you would do is take like another half mat and kind of layer it in there to create this effect. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I like that open space there to help show off my cool paper. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's funny how my plans will change as I go. And I'm just gonna like kind of journal here. I think this is such a cute little mat. I want to show, obviously I want the title to show up. So I might layer this a little bit under here. This is why I wait to put my photos down, because I just wanted to know how everything was going to play together. So that's what I'm doing. I want a little room to journal. I don't want a massive ton amount to journal on, because it was fun. I have made a page for this already. So before I journal, I'm gonna go see what I wrote on that page and then do a little more on this page. But I think I'm just gonna leave this like this and then trim this down. I think that looks super cute. So we're gonna do that, because my other thought was I was gonna take this other red and just do poinsettias, but I really wanted to work into gingerbreads. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. we're gonna make this work. Okay, so this is where we put it all together, and I'm like, how do I want to do this? I think we obviously want to start with the bottom layer. Look at how cute this other set is. I'm having such a hard time using this because this is so cute, but you can still get the mats. I might order another set because I really am loving the mats this year. So in years past, I feel like CM mats were just, there's so many of them. And I was like, oh, am I going to use all these mats? But now they give you less in a little Ziploc baggie, and the quality of them are just amazing. So they're super heavy, and they're very versatile. You can use them for many things. So loving the CM mats this year. I've been, you know, ordering lots of them, and they've been selling out more than most of the elements in the collection, which tells me other people are loving them too. So that's pretty cool. Again, I don't want to go too, maybe like that. And I'm not gonna, on here, the photos and the mats are super straight. I'm gonna kind of cockeye them around because I think that gives it a more of a informal look, and this party definitely was not formal. This celebration looks more formal. So to me, that works. I want more of a playful kind of vibe happening here. So it's amazing how just how you put photos on a page can speak volumes of the vibe of, you know, the memory. So getting a little deep here, but it's true. Actually, I might layer this on top. Something like that. Okay, and then I need to cut this guy down. I'm pretty sure this is 4.5. Should have probably measured it. I'm pretty sure it's 4.5 though. Actually, I have another mat right here. Duh. I could just hold this one up and see. And I love the 13 by 13 mats for this reason. Yes, it's 4.5. Because I measure things on it all the time, so I don't have to pull a ruler out. It's pretty great. It's great for my visionary, like my visual take on things. Okay, so we are going to want to cut this at 4.5. Oops, I almost went to 4. This is where my number dyslexia comes in. All right. I think this is adorable. Oh my goodness, I could put it on top too. That'd be kind of fun, especially since I accidentally cut that into a wave. Otherwise, there's this side, which is crazy. They're going the other way, maybe, but probably not. Ooh, do I want it tucked, or do I want it? I might tuck it, actually. I'm second guessing the whole. Came up on the wrong side. What the heck? Okay. Should have used my multi-purpose tool there. I just got too impatient. There we go. And then like these little flowers, obviously it's hard to stick those down. I just like to run like a repositional under there, and then the rest just rubs right off. It's wonderful. There we go. How cute is this? Oh my goodness, y'all. This is adorable. And I still have this piece, like I could play and put somewhere if I feel the need to. I don't know if I feel the need to, but I could add like more layers here. And put a sticking just for fun. Maybe I will. That's actually pretty cute. Stick this in there. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm going to. Get my repo. Take care of the little flowers there. Oops, I just ran out. That's okay. I have another one sitting over there. Just want to strategically layer this. Nice. I think that's cute. It'll help pop the red too. All right, so this page is pretty much in the bag. Totally did not get to the next steps here. So the next part here, the top of the chair, so we did our borders. It's so funny because I'm working along and I'm like, just totally disregard. I also had this blue paper I was going to use, but I don't know if I need to now. I just disregard the instructions once I get to like step 4. So cut out pieces of matte paper, adhere them along one of the scallops. I think that's this. So this is just kind of how to do the different little elements. And then there's a cut a piece of the speckle paper by 12 by and a half inch here along the top. So you need pieces for the top and bottom. I'm debating if I want to do that. Because we also have these adorable stickers, which are frosting. Oh my goodness. So I might look at that a little bit. My other thought was this blue, cutting out strips from that. But I don't know if I want to use the blue now. Look at how cute this all is. Oh my gosh. So adorable. I just love this. I just don't want to do too much on here, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to get wild. I don't know if I want to do those top and bottom borders just because there's already so much going on. So I think I'm going to leave those. Although the peppermints are super fun, but they're going to get washed out there. Yeah, I don't like them there. So I think the next piece for me is journaling and then doing some embellishing, because the rest is like cut your top border, cut your bottom strip, and then journal and embellish. So I might do a little bit of that now. Just seeing how far in we are. And we have these cute embellishments, which of course I have to show off. So I'm gonna get my embellishment tray here, another hot commodity. Hopefully it comes back, because I know lots of people that want it. This was like a Croptoberfest thing last year, and it sold out so fast. Like advisors couldn't even get extras. It was crazy. It's one of those things, you know? Hopefully it'll be back eventually. Let's see. So we have these little journal boxes. I feel like with that journal box, don't quite need that. We have these cute little houses. Ugh. These are so fun. Little people. Little simple cookies. Like that. Oh. Well, I get the bigger picture here. And a lot of times I like to look at the instructions and be like, okay, where did they put embellishments? Because that'll help me know where to put embellishments. I think they have something going on here that's too big for there. I really like these. I might do something with these. Because it just kind of plays with the overall piece there. The stars are super cute. We also have candy cane. Ooh. Has pieces of red in it. It's going to cover people up there. I think that's too big. I kind of like that still. I do like the elements of red. There's little titles, Gingerbread Kisses and Christmas Wishes. Oh my goodness. So cute. We have snowflakes. Maybe that would be better. I'm still liking the stars. I think because there's stars in that back paper. We have some journal boxes. We have trees, which are super cute. This whole collection I'm just gaga over because it's so different from other collections. So I actually, just confession time, I didn't get this year's Christmas collection because I have a lot of Christmas stuff that I feel like I need to use up. But then this one came the week after and I was like, come on, like seriously. I had to get it because we are going to cookie parties. We are baking all Christmas. We are doing all kinds of stuff. And I was like, this is different enough that I would totally use it. So I'm glad that I was able to get this one. Okay, I think I'm definitely gonna put these stars here. And I'm probably gonna cut you guys loose because I don't want you to have to sit here through all my indecisiveness. I say it every week. I'm so indecisive. Let's see, I might add, just debating another like little title, but I don't know if that's needed. This oh snap just cracks me up. So funny. Let's see. We are picking out cookies here, so I might work in a few of the random looking cookies here. It's a little circle I might layer underneath. I think that's adorable. I might throw a candy cane up in this area. I think that's cute. All right, but that's essentially gonna be my page, I'm pretty sure. I kind of see things are crooked. That's okay. I might pull this up and realign it. You know what, it's fine. So yeah, this is essentially my page. I'm gonna add, you know, journaling, maybe do a little more embellishing, but isn't it adorable? Oh my goodness. I'm loving this. Gingerbread fun stuff. So stinking cute. So let's gonna give you guys a little closer look. Just because there's little details in there I think you don't get to see because it's right over here. So I love this right here. So that is my page. I'm gonna add a little more love to it, I think, but I'm digging it already. I think it's adorable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. Got a little peek at the gingerbread fun. If you're on the fence about it, I say go for it. I have all the links in the description here too if you're looking for it. But I hope you guys like this. Like and subscribe to my channel. I do these layouts like every week or so. And that way it keeps you going. It keeps you scrapbooking. And then I also do sneak peek videos, do tips and tricks. I do products I'm loving right now. I do, you know, what being an advisor is like on occasion and stuff like that. So I would love it if you liked and subscribed. But in the meantime, I will see you next week. And if you have any questions, holler at me. Have a great rest of your week, guys.